Hello, tech enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the world of motherboards as we explore 4 best Intel LGA 1700 motherboards for 2024. From robust features to cutting-edge technology, these boards are designed to elevate your computing experience. Stay tuned as we unveil our top picks for the year. Let's jump right in.
Get the most out of the 12th gen Intel Core processors with the MSI MPG Z690 motherboard series. This revolutionary platform features the latest PCI-Express Gen5 interface and support for DDR5 memory modules. The MPG Z690 motherboards with DDR5 support are capable of extreme memory speeds up to 6666 MHz. You can also choose for a DDR4 model with memory speeds up to 5200 MHz. These motherboards offer an extremely strong direct power VRM design with up to 1875 amp smart power stages. The powerful cooling solution features a heat pipe design and dedicated choke pads. Combined with the 2-ounce thickened copper server-grade PCB, it offers maximum heat dissipation for carefree overclocking and extreme workloads. The MPG Z690 motherboards have up to 5 M.2 slots, all of which are equipped with M.2 shield frozzer for both cooling and protection. Multiple models even offer a dual-sided cooling solution for the best storage performance. The screwless Easy M.2 clip makes the SSD installation process easier than ever before. Intel 2.5 Gigabit LAN and Intel Wi-Fi 6E provide you with the highest transfer speeds and the lowest latency, whether you're using a cable or not. Transfer massive files to an external device in the blink of an eye using Lightning USB 20G. All MSI MPG Z690 motherboards are fully compatible with Microsoft Windows 11. If you want to learn more about the different models in our lineup, please visit the product page.
In this video, we'll be looking at the actual performance of the 12th gen processor when pairing with the AORUS Z690 motherboard. We've tested 3 enthusiast-focused models, which are i9-12900KF, i7-12700KF, and i5-12600KF. The board we were using for the test was Z690 AORUS Pro. First, let's see how the 12th gen processors perform under the Cinebench R23. For single-core performance, the score of the i9 processor reached 2000 points, which is about 20% higher than the last generation. The multi-core performance demonstrates the 12th gen strength. We can see on average a 50% jump in performance. The performance boost of i9 is even more impressive, 77% higher compared to the 11th gen i9. Now let's see how it's going to be translated into real-world scenarios. The first test is the file compression and decompression. Compared with the last gen, the 12th gen processors are about 5 to 13% better in file compression and even better with file decompression. Next is the video encode-decode test. We used X264 FHD benchmark for the test, and you could see the huge leap of the 12th gen processors. We also tested the X265 to check how the 12th gen performs under newer video encode-decode methods. We see a similar performance improvement compared to the 11th gen. At last, let's look at the performance of the 12th gen processor under Blender. You can see that it could shorten 30% of the time needed for rendering under each scene, which guarantees much more efficient content creation. Moving on to the part many of you have been waiting for, the gaming performance. We began with 3D Mark TimeSpy. The overall score of the 12th gen is about 5 to 9% better compared to the last gen. And there's no doubt the CPU score has boosted over 20% on the 12th gen processors. Next up, Firestrike. This is the test you should watch closely because it somehow represents the 1080p gaming performance, which is quite sensitive to the CPU. The result is pretty amazing, with a 30% performance leap on average and even up to 50% with the i9 processor. Now the moment you have been waiting for, the game tests. Compared with i9 11900K, you can expect at least 5% of FPS boost under each title, and for the classic first-person shooting game CSGO, we saw something even more amazing. a 40% FPS increase. Now let's move on to something more extreme. The robust power and thermal design of AORUS Z690 motherboards can further push your 12th gen processor to the limit. We're going to show you how much performance you will gain under CPU and memory overclocking. We overclocked the i9-12900K to 2 cores, 5.4G, and another 2 cores, 5.2G with Z690 AORUS Extreme. Using Cinebench, we can see an additional 4% of single performance gained when overclocked. These kinds of performance boost in Cinebench could turn into 3% of FPS boost in each title. Besides CPU overclocking, let's also take a look at how much additional performance could be expected from memory overclocking. After we overclocked the RAM from 4800 to 6200 MHz, you could see the PC Mark score goes up to 9,146 points. The similar level of performance boost could be found within 3D Mark as well. To wrap things up, the 12th gen processors shine not just in single and multi-core performance benchmarks, but also are able to provide promising real-world performance including daily tasking, content creation, and gaming. So if you're looking for a board that could push your 12th gen processor to the limit, the AORUS Z690 motherboards are definitely your best choice.
This is the ROG STRIX Z690 iGaming Wi-Fi motherboard, and it packs quite a punch running Intel's latest LGA 1700 12th gen CPU while measuring 6.7 by 6.7 inches. This mini ITX sized board integrates ASUS ROG's latest triple-decker heatsink design for better cooling and still manages to pull off double-sided heatsinks for each M.2 slot as well. And for your convenience, both have the nifty QLAD system for M.2 installation. Space optimization is super important for small form factor builds. So for the first time, ASUS is introducing the ROG front panel SATA card that provides easy access to route the case front panel wires, but also integrates for SATA ports as well. And because we aim to break all limits with ROG Z690 boards, not only Z690 is PCIe 5.0 available, but the DDR5 RAM now carries a comprehensive overclocking tool allowing you to push past the 1.1 volt PMIC restrictions. Additionally, game with confidence with Intel's Wi-Fi 6E or use 2.5 gig Ethernet port. Enjoy endless connectivity options with 7 USB Type-A ports and 2 Thunderbolt 4 rated USB Type-C ports in ROG STRIX Z690 iGaming Mini ITX board. This is truly the small form factor enthusiast's dream board for those who dare to push past the boundaries. The ROG Z690 iGaming motherboard.
Hey guys, I'm AORUS Mikey, and this is the new Z790 AORUS Elite X with Wi-Fi 7. It's going to be our entry-level motherboard to our refresh line of Z790 motherboards that are going to be compatible with next-gen CPUs. This Elite X Wi-Fi 7 motherboard is made for the typical mainstream gamer, someone who's looking for the best cost-to-performance gaming motherboard. With this refresh, we have improvements to the Z790X motherboards. First off, we have fast performance with better overclocking capabilities. We also have fast connectivity with Wi-Fi 7, and we also have fast DIY with our Easy Latch system. A little later in the video, we're going to be going over more in detail the specs and the improvements with the board, so make sure you stick around to learn more. Here we have the Z790 AORUS Elite X Wi-Fi 7 motherboard. We have two other versions of this motherboard. We have the Elite X and the Elite X AX motherboards. They're pretty much the same in every regard except for the connectivity. The Elite X has no Wi-Fi, the Elite X AX has Wi-Fi 6E, and of course, as the name suggests, the Z790 AORUS Elite X Wi-Fi 7 has Wi-Fi 7. Now inside the box, we have a couple different things here. We have an extra heat pad here, we have the quick start guide and the warranty guide. We have some SATA cables and our brand new Wi-Fi antenna. Before we continue, we're going to be doing more unboxings of the Z790X boards, all the other models, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell icon to get notified for when those go live. Now that we've got this out of the box, let's take a look at the board. As you can see, it has a very simple gray color scheme, along with our classic AORUS design elements, and regarding RGB, very minimal, just a little bit of accent lighting underneath the M.2 base. Now if we take a look at the board itself, we have some improvements with the thermal design. We have improved high coverage MOSFETs. We have better thermals with a larger 8mm heat pipe. We also have 2 additional layers of PCB. And this model also comes with a large M.2 thermal guard heatsink, which has 6 times dissipation surface for better cooling. We also have improved DIY features. We have our classic easy latch system for toolless installation on the M.2 and PCIe slots. But this year we have improved Easy Latch Click, which means this whole part here for the M.2 base comes off without any tools at all. Lastly, all of our Z790X boards come with improved connectivity with Wi-Fi 7 and our new and improved ultra high gain antenna. In the back of the board here, let's take a look. We have 4 USB ports. We have our connection here for our ultra high gain antenna. We have 5 USB 3.2 ports, an HDMI and display port. We also have a USB-C port, along with a 2.5 Ethernet port, a mic in port, and a line out port. Now you might not see the QFlash Plus button on the back, but all of our Z790X boards come with QFlash Plus. This one will be located on the board itself. Now that we've gone over with what's new physically on the board, let's go ahead and talk about specs. So let's start off with the fast performance. The Z790X line of motherboards are improved over last generation with faster and more improved overclocking capabilities with DDR5 Auto Booster, which allows you to boost the native DDR5 from 5600 to 6000. We also have improved XMP Booster, which auto boosts the DDR5 to the highest profile. And we also have high bandwidth and low latency for the DDR5, increasing DDR5 speeds by up to 50%. We have 8+ layers of server-grade PCB with memory shield routing, isolated memory routing, and back drilling technology, which enhances the signal integrity. Some other specs to talk about is the fast DIY with improved PCIe and M.2 Easy Latch system for toolless installation. We also have the new Easy Latch Click, and we also have the new PCIe UD Slot X, which, as you can see from the back, it's screwed into the board, which allows it to have 10 times more load-bearing capacity with an inner lining rubber strip for better connectivity. We also have an exclusive partnership with Hardware Info for BIOS and tuning information with a unique custom AORUS skin. All models in our Z790X line also come with QFlash Plus, and it also has an improved and more intuitive BIOS with easy mode and an all-new UI. Lastly, we also have fast connectivity, and all of our Z790X boards are going to be coming with Wi-Fi 7, which allow for up to 5.8 gigabits a second at 370 megahertz. They also have the new ultra high gain antenna, which has improved directional signal up to 5 dBi and improved omnidirectional signal up to 4 dBi. We hope you're excited for these new Z790X motherboards. Let us know in the comments down below which one you want us to see unboxed next. And for more pricing and purchasing information, check the links below. All right, guys, I'm AORUS Mikey, and I'll catch you guys next time.
If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel.